gamingfreak.com. Hello and welcome back. Yes, it has been a very long time, a few months actually. Real life got rather busy, and also Destiny came out, which I know many of you have been playing as well, and it's been brilliant. For really good videos on that, check out Bam Havoc's channel. There's some really awesome stuff there on Destiny. So those are the main reasons I've been away. You know, work got a little bit hectic and had to get stuff done and whatnot, and that always comes first. So in the meantime, I've put up other videos on this channel, so I hope you guys have had a chance to check those out briefly, or even for an extended amount of time. That's also good. So anyway, today I'm going to be talking about what I'm thinking about the whole direction of Dust right now after coming back after a few months and playing. So it's nice to see the game feels more balanced, you know. And with Uprising 1.10, they've added some things which in the short term may not seem so important, but in the grand scheme of things they have a real important impact. So I'm going to start by looking at the new player experience. So the daily missions that they've done, I think, is a nice touch for new players. If I was new and had the option for that, that would have been quite cool. Get some extra ISK, extra skill points just for playing. You know, why not? That's cool. And replacing asking for new ones for Aurum, yeah, I can understand that. I think that's a little bit steep, you know, maybe the price, but other than that, it's not a big deal. And again, the meta level of items is now shown in the marketplace. So this may not seem overly important initially, but when you actually start looking at the roadmap for where this is going, in the next release they're thinking about having fitting meta levels, so your overall meta level of the fit that you're using or that you tend to use, and then following that they're looking at a meta level lockout in the roadmap. So that could potentially be really good for you know, matchmaking. So you maybe have certain boundaries, you know, between I don't know, 100, or like between 10 and 50 and 50 and 51 and 100 is I don't know, you know, makes you have different levels for matchmaking, which can make it far more fun. So that's pretty cool. They've also added some other things like the match salvage, the encrypted boxes. I think that's cool. The most annoying thing though is the decryptor keys. They could at least give one in salvage, you know, for every 50 boxes you get or something, because I'm sitting with, I've only been back a short time and I'm sitting with like 150 of these bloody things, and I can't do anything with them unless I spend real money just to open a box in a game, like a digital box. So I think having a little bit of ability to just get one for every X number of boxes as a general salvage thing would be good. But other than that, I think it's a nice touch. I've heard you can get some really rare items, some suits that are, you know, super rare from those boxes that you never see normally. So in theory it could be quite cool. The drop suits, I like the new bandwidth capacity. It does make it more interesting on equipment spam. I have noticed that there's much less equipment spam now than when I used to play a lot, you know. And that's really a nice touch and makes Logis more useful in that respect. Okay, the gameplay. Yep, the bandwidth as previously mentioned, and clone reanimation units with the passive scan. I think that's been really a nice touch, especially for spawn camping, unless you get that one scout that can somehow get just out of range with the cloak and whatnot. The public contracts, I like the new war barge strikes. I mean, that's really cool. I see the little ones, the smaller ones, being used to scare opponents, which is really quite funny, just to make them jump off a building or something. And obviously the big ones to really clear out an area effectively. The loyalty ranks is pretty cool. It is nice to know that you're being killed by a noob, or that you're dying to a really experienced player. So when you die to a noob, you tend to rage more, but when it's when it's an experienced player, you kind of take comfort in the fact that, okay, that guy's been playing a long time or is very good, you know. So I kind of, you know, he must have been a good shot rather than just a lucky one-off, you know, which is pretty cool. The changes to passive scans is quite interesting. So it's much harder to see people further away on your passive scans, which is a good thing, I think, because with the scouts it was just becoming ridiculous. And I like the fact that with scouts, you know, you have to now make a conscious decision to either cloak or to stay uncloaked and see everything. And I think that's a great addition. You know, there's a trade-off, and I think that's what the EVE universe is about, which is good. So far, you know, overall, good changes to the to what's happening with Dust. Only thing I would say is to have these statistics available on the suits. You know, for example, heavy frames, or let's say, you know, scan precision on light frames, you know, goes 20, 40, 52, close, medium, far, but you don't see that in the statistics. I mean, it'd be great to have these statistics visualized somehow, even if it's a circle. You know, if you have when you're fitting a suit, if it has the overview with maybe 3 different suits in each circle, so you can work out, okay, what am I going to be able to see, what am I not going to be able to see. That would be really useful, I think. The changes visually, I've not noticed a lot of changes, but the inertia dampener, this is something that's really annoying me, because I think with this automated inertia dampener, it really removes an element of strategy from the game. You know, dropping down and having the trade-off of not taking damage versus you know, when you use the inertia dampener, or taking damage and not being heard that you're dropping down, if that makes sense. So I think it's sad that they added that in, because it really removes the element of strategy with dropping down from a higher place, when you might almost kill yourself, but then you have the element of surprise, and that might mean you get to kill the enemy even though you've almost died. But if you fall down and it automatically activates, everyone's aware you're there and they just turn around and kill you. I mean, that for me is a bit of a negative thing, and it would be nice to have the ability to turn that off for more experienced players, or those who are who are wanting to take those risks a bit more, you know, with falling and taking damage. I've not really noticed the laser rifle color differences, having used them all. I'm guessing that's with officer ones having a different color beam, but I've not noticed it with the normal ones. So yeah, the new modules, I'm liking the changes across the board to the equipment, to the vehicle scans as well. You know, being more powerful, which makes complete sense that you'd have really powerful scans on vehicles, and range amplifiers. You know, those also having a a nice change to them as well. The bug fixes, I love the fact that they fixed the sprint bug, because Jesus, that was something special. And I like the addition of the nanite injector war points, the improvement on that to 30, 60, and 90 war points for standard, advanced, and prototype. And I like the switching of drop suits at a supply depot carries over the damage that you've taken already, which is a great touch and stops people just camping by a supply depot and using it to just spam switch their suits, which is a real dick move. You know, it's yeah. I'm glad they fixed that, basically. Also, the Guardian war points earned 50 meters from an objective, getting an additional 25%. That's really cool. And the enemy orientation being removed from scan results unless you are really close. I've noticed that if you're really close, you still see which way they're facing, which I agree that makes more sense. That if you're close, your suit can work out which way they're facing, but if they're further away, they can't. I love that touch. That addition is nice. And the following, you know, the drop suit attributes having been added to the fitting information screen as modified by skills and modules, which I think is nice that they've added the scan precision, profile, range, and all that jazz. So overall, I'd say Dust is going in a positive direction with regards to what they're bringing out. And I think the reason why they're bringing this out is because Legion hasn't been green-lit, and it'll ultimately need funding from Dust. So they're going to put all the things from that they were going to do in Legion in Dust. And I'm not sure exactly on the roadmap, but I'm sure that's a discussion for another video. So I'm recording this one during Christmas 2014. I hope you guys are having an amazing Christmas, got some gifts. And if you were naughty, I hope that Santa was a female. So I hope you had a good time anyway with that. So enjoy Christmas, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye. Thanks, bye.